event. And I think Liquid, to me, looks like one of the highest selling ones, apart from like your Vitalities and your Carmen Corps.
Well, what I do want to do is take a second to try and sell Space Station Gaming to this crowd as well, because the storylines here, we saw Arsenal's interview yesterday, a true inspiration on and off the field. Hoxer next to him, you know, his first RLCS major, RLCS World, back for E United in Season 8. And then LJ.
Oh my word.
Tell me how Team Liquid are meant to deal with LJ.
Well, no one else has been able to at all so far. LJ is absolutely on fire. He leads in more of our statistic categories than he doesn't. And two of the ones that he doesn't lead in, Hoxer does. He is #1 across the board. He's #1 in goals for Space Station this series so far as well.
Yeah, it just gets on the end of everything. It doesn't have to be mechanical. These guys are such a fluid team, Space Station Gaming.
Let me sell you more on LJ as well.
Going,
he
please.
so far has got the highest total and per game goals at 1.4. He's got the highest score per game at 559, which is over 100 score more than second place. He's got the highest shots per game, the highest shooting percentage per game. He has got almost double the amount of shooting percentage than the average this event. He is, by a decent margin, the best player here in the world right now.
But what a team Team Liquid are looking like at this event as Oski gets it over the top of Arsenal. LJ, I thought he was going to be bypassed for a second, but he had one more flick than I realized and was able to send that ball to the corner. After equalizing, Space Station have had to do a little bit of defending. Oski charges in. This is how Team Liquid like to play, want to swarm their opposition. All three of them involved when they're at their best. As Chronic charges down on LJ, and Chronic to me is the key player, but here's Atto over Arsenal, almost into the corner.
Lovely timing from Hoxer there, manages to get a pinch away, but only goes as far as Oski. A couple of demos being chased on that orange goal line too. Arsenal removes the final man in Atto. Oski now into that back corner, is going to be having possession, but not much boost, only 5. We'll try and go for a flick, while Hoxer's going to be there to shut him down. Yeah, that's Hoxer's job as well, to make sure that if the attack isn't perfect from Team Liquid, it's not going to get any further than the man in the center. LJ shoots it into the corner. Oski's up for it. He's taken out the game for his troubles. LJ to the backboard. Hoxer's coming in. It should be 2. And the man who people thought was a bubble player once gives Space Station the lead. Less people, more person. But we're seeing those demos for Space Station really rein in, and that has been part of their game plan. Arsenal right now is #2 in demos across the entire main event. He's got 2.5 roughly per game. Do you want to know who is #1?
Desperate 2.
Atto. Wow. He's got almost 1 entire demo more, 3.5. This is going to be a muscular matchup, and Hoxer makes it 3. Yeah, Atto needed the demo on Hoxer, but he couldn't quite get it. Space Station currently running rings around their EU opponents. And LJ, once again, involved in everything. Man's just trying to get that goal participation even higher. I'm just reading your stats about LJ at this point because he is unbelievable. He has been involved with 86% of Space Station goals. That's his goal participation. He is everywhere for them, the most influential player so far on the pitch. And this 3-1 lead, despite those early issues, that tech pause that we had, that has not faced Space Station whatsoever. Team Liquid gonna have to respond. The Chronic has it on the left wing. Atto's waiting in the center. Does he take out Hoxer or just threaten to? In the end, it's the latter. But Hoxer, he was still very much on the pitch, and he could clear that one away. A couple of chances for Team Liquid have met Hoxer on the back line, and he's had enough to deal with it. Arsenal keeps up LJ, and that is how you deal with him, Oski. Lovely bump too, and Atto's going to be continuing the sheer amount of demos that he's got. LJ in the corner wants to catch instead. Foregoes the ball over towards large Oscar. Gets one reset, takes it low, then uses it as he gets to the ground. Up high again. He's not got any boost from that point, but he does find Atto. That's 1-2, but the demo from Arsenal opens up that backside for Liquid. Atto has the recovery pace. It's going to be good enough just to put a little bit of pressure there on Arsenal. Here comes Hoxer though. What's his hat trick? Not quite got it. LJ to the ceiling. Here he goes, he gets the reset. Arsenal's causing all sorts of bother. LJ has a musty flick, and Atto clears long. What a lovely chance that was too, and I love seeing when players get confident, they just go for musties. We've seen Joyo popularize it. But LJ, he is going to be making sure that that is going to be his mark as well. Atto removing LJ from the pitch, seeing that he's the troublemaker. Hoxer with one touch the second, but Chronic able to clear it away. Lands awkwardly, but recovers. It's going to slow him down a touch. LJ wants to push on that. That lands awkwardly central. Large Oscar there to clear. Arsenal slows things down. He's been playing for Space Station Gaming for years at this point. Seen it all, done it all. Rarely been at this late stage of a World Championships. Another player who's had to get his career going from pretty much the bottom, and more defending now for him. He sends it out wide to LJ, sends it to his, in his words, more mechanical teammates. Now it's his turn in the air. Not quite past the Chronic. Hoxer is up, sweeping up, as he does time and time again. Oski up against him. Hoxer
Hoxer gets it past him, and Atau is beginning to push for Team Liquid. They're warming up now, but they've not got much time, Stumpy.
Liquid, they tend to start a little bit slow in these series, but Space Station are making them look almost glacial. They are doing a fantastic job of making sure that they play slowly, and Space Station have got the sheer control of this entire game. Achronic misses. LJ works it past Oski, though, into the corner. Achronic missing again.
Yeah, Team Liquid just struggling to deal with what Space Station are pushing forward when they have control of the ball. The reads aren't there. There's another example. Arsenal gets involved as well. They've all scored.
Liquid pushed a little bit too far from the goal line, and that is viewed by Arsenal as an absolute free with a double tap from Hoxer. That pass completely outdoes Oski. 3 goals to work back for Liquid, nigh impossible.
Already the Liquid coach expert is pacing up and down behind his players. This was not part of the plan. They have the home crowd, but they're not playing like favourites. Atau to the ceiling, it's not going to happen again. And Team Liquid, when they're not at their best, when those mechanics aren't working, they can struggle.
Space Station Gaming, what a performance has been in game 1 for them, though. Oscar trying to go central, 1 touch down, but Arsenal's going to be there to intercept again. That really feels like it's been the story almost. Arsenal has been everywhere on the pitch, shutting down any progression Liquid are hunting for. And to come out in a best-of-7 in the World Champ quarterfinals against one of the best teams in Europe, SSG, are doing a wondrous job.
Team Liquid, who did not have an easy run in those group stages, starting with complexity all the way to game 7, but Space Station Gaming have taught them a lesson in early doors. It's a long old series, but SSG are well and truly in it.
It's a long old series, it's also a long old day. Bear in mind, these guys, if they want to win Worlds, they need to win this series. They need to then go on and win that semi-finals. They then need to end up in the grand finals and get another best-of-7 versus whoever meets them out of Carmine Corp and Vitality. And this crowd is completely captivated. You know how previously we've had the Vitality lot. They go crazy when Vitality play. We've got the blue wall the other side, and they are erupting with cheers. So far, everyone looking at that screen thinking, right, Liquid, what are you going to do to bring it back?
And what are they going to do? That is the key question. The passes weren't quite working. Team Liquid, you expect so much to see Atau getting 4 or 5 demos for himself. In total, Team Liquid only got 6 in that entire game. Just not quite the Team Liquid that we've been seeing throughout this tournament. And that's not because of them. It's because of how well SSG were doing to suppress Team Liquid at their best.
Yeah, they were making sure that they were being the team in charge. They were writing the script in game number 1, and a 4-1 result versus Liquid is going to be getting Exper's mouth moving. He needs to talk to his boys, get them back on the same level. Atau needs to not choke, exactly as he did on that water. It's okay though, mate, don't you worry. Sad Jr. on the other side, suited and booted. He does need to fix that wonky tie a little bit.
Let's
a little bit skewed.
The tie's great.
Okay, the tie's great. I lied. I'm incorrect. Game number 2. Space Station Gaming want to continue their heroics.
Team Liquid are going to come out stronger. You can't doubt that. Especially as Atau finds Oski. LJ's coming in though. Way too much time on the ball. His touch wasn't the best one, but it's yet another warning sign. They have to figure out how to close this guy down, who was brought into Space Station Gaming to up the mechanical levels in place of Raffles.
Demos.
And my goodness, how's he doing that? LJ almost past the Chronic. Oski's up against Hoxer. Who wins the race? It's Hoxer. Cleanly. SSG winning each sprint to the ball.
All the boost. Not falling in favour of Liquid there. Atau has to shy away from a player in the midfield too. Hoxer up for that double. That pass is dangerous previously. Oski and Achronic both committing for that one, but just punting it central where Space Station continue to learn.
Achronic could have taken a touch again. The decision-making not quite there from the team in blue. Atau gets another attack going, but LJ, he can just send this one long. Space Station squeezing the life out of Liquid right now. It's to have many chances, but you back them when they come forward. A trade comes in the corner. Who comes out of this one better? It's Hoxer, he has the ball. Can he get the shot? No, because Achronic was there to sweep up.
Low on boost, he had to just try and go for that little wave dash. Wasn't able to get there quick enough, and the defense for Liquid is stretched incredibly thin. Arsenal now trying to go for that ground pinch. Atau's going to block him out on that opportunity, but who is there again? It's going to be Hoxer. This pressure from Space Station Gaming is suffocating for the boys in blue.
The challenge game is currently going to SSG, the pace game going to them as well.
That's
awkward. Team Liquid ain't used to this. They're going to have to get used to it quick though. Hoxer's coming in. Instead, he just let Oski push it to the side, and then he gets the next touch. Perfect decision-making yet again from Space Station, and the demos. Team Liquid so stretched. LG up against the Chronic, and a Chronic stands as tall as he needs. And then Oski completes the counter-attack out of nothing!
This rotational play always comes with that downside. You push so many men forward into the opposition half, that it leaves it open on the back. If you can get a long shot, you can alleviate all that pressure and get the lead. Liquid did so. They held on for almost 2 minutes of the best offense in the game right now, and they come out the better.
Not just attacking Merchants, Team Liquid. You have to credit their defending for all the praise we've given to SSG. But SSG starting game 2, or starting after this goal where they left off before it. As Arsenal goes to the corner, he has some boost. What does he build up? This is what North American teams love doing, all the way from their own half. He tries to get the musty, it doesn't quite work. LJ sniffed out that mistake and was able to get it towards Hoxer.
Through that midfield line, Hoxer has been absolutely deadly, making sure that he is pushing the Team Liquid defense to be a little bit scared of whatever he's going to be able to conjure up. Atto blocking out Arsenal on that attempt, and then going for again blocking off Hoxer. Tell you what, that Team Liquid defense is looking strong. It is stretched, but it is strong.
I'm just still surprised at the lack of demos that we're seeing from Team Liquid. Space Station moving too quickly, having too much time on the ball. Oski just has to beat it away at any opportunity. Team Liquid have their lead, but it's nervy. LJ in against the Chronic. The Chronic takes it away and keeps the ball. That's what Liquid have to do.
The positioning of the third man for Space Station is so aggressive. Hoxer barely going into his own half, and now Atto, he's going to be able to push. Pinching Central, who is there? It is nobody, but that pass rockets and is dangerous versus Space Station.
The Atto pitch was powerful, maybe too much. Here he can come from the side. He leaves it to a Chronic instead. This one's the back wall. Hoxer's waiting.
Vital touch.
Tees up LJ. Space Station continue to defend well.
And a lovely touch from Hoxer keeps Space Station with just that 1 goal deficit. And it has just been offense versus defense so far. So far, however, defense is going to be winning this individual game. Hoxer removes Oski. Atto challenging versus Arsenal in that midfield. These 50s are integral to both sides. LJ and Arsenal both commit, and it's going to be a Chronic to continue pushing. 50, will it go in favour of Liquid? It does not. Hoxer with possession.
The Chronic showed what he was all about in that moment, though. No boost at all, and still he manages to tempt in 2 Space Station Gaming players, stealing more time, taking more boost, launching an attack. Here they go again, and it's the Chronic that finishes what he started.
The bump on the backboard is beautiful. Atto aims for Arsenal, gets contact, and the Chronic is there to finish. 2-0 Liquid.
You can almost see the moment a Chronic realised that his good work from earlier could lead to a goal down the other end. That sharp turn, the aggressive rotation, Team Liquid trademark.
And you know what? We've heard certain people say that defense may well be winning championships against the current meta. It's looking like this game is going to be won by it, but the offense is also going to be so important. It is not stagnant, it is strong. Atto has to push in. My word, you could chuck a hanky over all of Team Liquid right now. Arsenal's up to try and send it top corner, but Atto to clear cornerwards.
A Chronic getting faked out by the blades of grass even. He was so deep in the net there. 50 seconds left in Space Station. Have to launch an attack, they have to do it soon. This could be it. Oski being chased by Hoxer as LJ comes forward. Can't quite get the flip reset. Large Oscar had got in the way in the end. That one's awkward from the corner. Arsenal with the bump, but it's not happening for Space Station Gaming now, and Liquid have breached their defences.
Atto removes one of the players as well, and it makes sure that the Space Station offense isn't able to be as impressive. A Chronic he gets the reset. Can't look at that second touch, however. The crowd, they ooh, they are, but no goal to satisfy them.
The Chronic currently Team Liquid's most important player, but it's Atto who has the ball and he's dancing with it. There's the Chronic from the side again. He's decided to be aggressive today. Team Liquid at their best is when the Portuguese is. Atto, he goes for the Psycho, couldn't quite get it, but a Chronic gets the doink. Wants to follow it with a musty, makes it out, this could be game over.
That angle, it's unbelievable. A Chronic with a doink down pitch, the self-pass, fake musty. 50 versus Hoxer on the most negative angle. It is in the pits of death, it's so low. With 6 seconds remaining, a Chronic gets a worldie, and what a response from Liquid.
3-0. That's how you turn down a poor game 1. That's how you get the audience back on side. It might even be more. It doesn't matter whether or not it is. Space Station Gaming wouldn't say no to a freebie. Atto gives them a chance by keeping it up. I'm still play by playing because a goal here for either side could change momentum. It's not going to happen. It's 1-1 in the series, and this one is bubbling beautifully.
It's a great response from Liquid too, making sure that they don't let that pretty gigantic 4-1 win that they suffered previously, 4-1 loss I suppose for them that they suffered previously, make sure that's not going to be affecting them too much. Sad Jr. now, it's his time to chirp his team.
Yeah, so important. We're seeing it more and more, but coaches are not just waiting to in between games before they get talking. We're seeing them on that stage striding backwards and forwards. They know the moment that there's actually been some sort of tactical error or maybe a communication error as opposed to just losing the game.
How large will Oski be when he's fully grown?
It's a great question.
I think Philosophers has pondered that for centuries.
My question as well is, why doesn't Oski, the largest of the players, not simply eat the other 5?
Big man Ox charging down the pitch over and over again. I actually got myself a rare Oxy jersey.
I'm so jealous of that.
I know you're jealous. Cole literally said to me, "Can you talk to him and get one for me, please?" I said, "No, be a big boy. Get one for yourself." Team Liquid, they got one game for themselves, going to be leveling up this 1-all.
The good news to Space Station Gaming is that even though they lost that game 3-0, it was not easy for Team Liquid. At the start, Space Station Gaming had a barrage of attack.
2 minutes.
2 full minutes of Space Station's rotations, causing Team Liquid all sorts of issues. But Team Liquid managed to escape. And now we have it here in game 3, 1 game each.
It's going to be that early offense again for Space Station Gaming. It didn't win them the previous game, but they're going to be going for it because you want that pressure with you. And considering the offensive stats that right now Space Station harbor as well. Atto with an early touch, he gets the 50 round, goes to the wall pinch. We're seeing a good number of these wall pinches coming out from Atto. He's just going to be hoping for a teammate to be there. Oski, one reset, goes to that second. One of the only players in the world to ever get a double flip reset goal on LAM.
What a time to do it as well in game 7 against Complexity. That really was a big moment for Team Liquid, but they need a few more here because Space Station are in tip-top form. Arsenal to the corner. Oski's reading that one, but LJ beats him just when I was about to say Team Liquid now winning these races.
Iconic had 0 boost there, was going to go for the ball. Instead, drives sideways, body blocks the Space Station offender. I love seeing those 0 boost plays, and Atto, he's not got enough boost to go for the double on that, but LJ makes it all for Hoxter. Oski, he shies away, but knowing that he's the 3rd man, if he dives on that and it's a lovely touch over the top of him, he's going to look silly. Keeps it level with intelligence.
Yeah, played the safe option. Could have gambled, could have been 1-0 up, but no need to force anything right now against Space Station Gaming. As LJ takes his touch, one end to the other at the moment. LJ wants to put this one over the top of Oski, can't do it, and he's taken out. Iconic has the ball, Iconic still going, Iconic flicks it, but it's a tad wide.
Essentially wanted to go for the bump on the final defender there too, and Atto was trying to go for that on Arsenal as well. Oski now, big challenge versus Arsenal, has to boost to get back to the wall. He's going to stay with that ball too, draws LJ in, but LJ manages to outmuscle 2 of Liquid's players.
That's how maybe the big mechanics of Team Liquid, one of the most mechanical teams in the world in every aspect. It's Arsenal. Not the most mechanical in this lobby by any means, but such an intelligent player. He's stuck around for years. Oski has the ball on the ceiling. There's a demo as well, but it's not going to be good enough.
2 minutes elapsed, and this time it is not all Space Station pressure. Until that final shot, it goes long. Oski's going to have to block it away. Oski again on that sidewall. Atto gets rid of one. Iconic, the other. Hoxter able to clear it away as Liquid begin their march into the orange half. Oski over the second player. Arsenal has to get a decent touch here. Corners it alongside Atto, who half flips, goes along with Iconic. Iconic takes complete control. Atto leaves. It's all a bit weird, but LJ, he manages to keep his head on his shoulders and can read that play.
Classic Team Liquid attack, all a bit weird and somehow still so dangerous for Space Station Gaming. Atto, one touch over the top. Hoxter missed one of these earlier, won't miss that one. Oski will have another go. It's all Team Liquid for now. The flip reset isn't quite going to be red, but Atto can shoot it, saved by Hoxter. The shot wasn't the best.
An uninspired shot from Atto. Finally a chance, both sitting central. But wasn't able to send it into either of the corners. Maybe a bump call from Oski coming in. Hoxter works it around the side of Atto, but Oski's going to be there to clear it away. Atto from that side wall. Arsenal's the man to make some contact.
The aggression that we're seeing now is more we expect at the start of this series. The 2 biggest demoers in this tournament, Atto on one side and Arsenal on the other. They love taking out their opponents. So far we're seeing that happen plenty of times in game 3.
But if you can make it a 2v3, literally why wouldn't you? Iconic to the ceiling with no boost, though he just has to opt for the 50. Atto with plenty, 60 in his tank. Goes for the ball challenge, looks for a bump in the end, chases LJ, but Arsenal, he moves up behind and gets control of the ball. Iconic now to the ceiling with 60 boost, aims for the reset, but Hoxter from his blind spot tackles.
Atto has come back and he'll go again. Hoxter has to get this touch right. He's in his own corner. We've seen a few players overplay from here, but Hoxter does not make that mistake. Ties defense into attack. LJ's turn now. It's the backboard. There's a couple of players from Liquid there, but neither of them can make the most of it, and Space Station have the lead.
And the error from Liquid allowing that ball in. LJ gets the reset, but look at the defensive touch. It falls down back behind both Atto and Oski. And Space Station Gaming with an incredibly well-earned lead.
LJ again. The man cannot be stopped, even by Team Liquid's defense. LJ has it in the corner. Oski charges him down. Team Liquid gonna have
Demo.
full pelt here. That one's at the near post. LJ actually gets it Hox's way, and Acronic finishes the punish.
The arena cheering, lighting up, hearing a couple of "Soo!" because, of course, Acronic, Portugal, CR7. What more do you want?
It's a good question. What their fans want is more Team Liquid goals, but there's going to be at least one more in this game. Over a minute left. It's starting to pick up pace as well. Atto, he's met by Arsenal. Arsenal not giving Team Liquid any time on the ball. Hoxer does the same thing. This could be a chance for SSG.
Hello.
But Atto just takes a clean touch. And now Oski has a go. Arsenal's not going to win this one. What's he going to do instead? He waits, he tracks, Hoxer helps him out.
Oski sort of going for a pass, somewhat of a shot. Instead, now it falls back to Acronic. The final 45 seconds ticking down. Atto, what a wonderful shadow that ends up being. Can't get the bump on Hoxer, which he certainly aimed for. Oski with 30 boost, fakes out LJ. Ball falling over to Acronic. Now, Oski aims for those bumps. Acronic high. Who's going to reach this ball first? It will be Atto with a reset. Can't quite use it to get close enough to the ball.
It was a little bit heavy, but it almost worked out. Hoxer gets it forward, but the problem is, Team Liquid going to come straight back at you. Here's Acronic. Wants to get another Soo going, but Hoxer stops him doing it in his tracks.
16 seconds. Drawn completely level, potentially the first overtime in this game with one bump, one demo. Atto goes low, he has the reset, he goes low again! Atto is him!
The creativity, the decision-making, and not to mention the bump off the ball, that didn't help either, as far as Space Station Gaming are concerned.
And Acronic getting the vision to go for that final man, opens up the goal. We will be seeing another pause come in. Guys, we need to make sure everyone's happy. Stop your booing. Actually, it ends up being Atto, so I bet you all feel silly. I bet all of you look at yourself in the mirror tonight and think, God, I did boo Atto just then.
Shouldn't have preemptively booed.
Shouldn't have preemptively booed.
Well, it's tough for SSG though, because just when they're going to be talking through these 7 seconds, suddenly they have to peel back and theorize these last 7 seconds. There's been a big push, certainly from the casters' side, for players thinking more about their kickoffs.
Yeah.
Famously the only set piece in the game. They are going to have plenty of time to discuss this one, but then only 7 seconds in the game when it happens.
Yeah. You need to make sure that you're not just going for something standard, because you got a chance, of course, for that to work. There's the opportunity for you to get a bit of a lucky one when you go for something relatively normal, or you can go for a Spanish, you can go for a much more cheesy kickoff, you can go to either corner. There are options. Space Station Gaming are infamous for not practicing any of their kickoffs. We've seen previously at the Spring Major in London, they conceded with these 7 seconds remaining. They need to make sure that does not happen here.
A decision has been reached. There'll be 7 seconds left. Space Station will have 1, and Team Liquid's second goal will count. It will be 2-1 going into this kickoff, and all eyes on Space Station Gaming. Do you come out with something spicy when we do eventually get started again?
Yeah, these 7 seconds in this kickoff, I'm very intrigued to see what's happening. I know a certain caster who likes to do 1v1s and has, quite frankly, a ridiculous accent is going to be making sure that he has got his eyes on this game as well, seeing how Space Station tackle it.
But now, though, we just have to wait. A hush descends upon the arena. People just hoping that there'll be able to be some magic inspired here by Space Station Gaming. Their fans in the room, and certainly their fans watching on at home, will be praying that that's the case.
The heart rates, I'm sure, for Space Station here. They've had more time to think about this kickoff than I'm sure any other kickoff in their lives. Normally, you get the replay, then 3 seconds. This has been a solid, minute and a half. We want to see something different out of Space Station here. They must have practiced. They can't be that team that doesn't take advantage of the only set piece in Rocket League.
As for Team Liquid, they just have to dissociate themselves from this situation, to be honest. They have to pretend it's any normal kickoff. Hey, you're in ranked 2s. Chill. Make sure you don't concede. It's going to be fine, because if they get in their own heads, that's where the misplay happens. That's when that slight hesitation happens that could let SSG in.
I wonder if Sad Jr. has spoken to them about it as well, thinking, boys, we practiced this. We know how to do a kickoff. We know how to do a kickoff, fellas, don't you worry. 7 seconds. Will we see something special out of SSG? We do. It's a fake from LJ. Goes towards the back corner. Nothing can come from it immediately. Arsenal now challenging bursts Acronic. It's a chance. It goes high from Hoxer. LJ is going to be there to receive. It's not quite the reset, but it is a touch. Hoxer the reset. It's the 1, the 2. Hoxer the shoot. Arsenal now with that catch. He air duels it towards the right-hand side. Oski is going to be the man to clear it away. Atto to the ceiling. They need to get a touch on this. Instead, it goes low. Arsenal can't make that touch. I like seeing the ambition from Space Station. It's not enough. That is a 2-1 lead for Liquid in the series.
They gave it a jolly good go, though. 7 seconds, and they extended that to about 15.
Yeah.
The hearts were more than in the mouths of the Team Liquid players, but they held their nerve just. I'll tell you what, when LJ went up and he forced that reset,
oh, yeah.
Magic was brewing. And Magic is still brewing in this series, but take away all the context, strip it away, and Team Liquid have the 2-1 lead.
We saw a little bit of Magic in this Mobile and High Performance replay. And we are going to be seeing a little old timeout from Space Station Gaming. They go down 2-1 in the series. The win percentage is much higher when you take it at 2 compared to you take it at 3. You see Atto there as well, cheering with the crowd, knowing that they are going to be on his side. And now the stage and the lights change. Timeout time for the boys in orange.
Yeah, was there a stat from yesterday saying it was 0% at lands when taking it from 3-1 down, I think it was, that came through from D-Rex, so certainly intelligent decision-making from Space Station Gaming, especially with the shake-up that these technical breaks have forced as well, and of course the crowd having a little bit of fun as the serious discussions happen in the center.
Space Station, I love seeing that they got that kickoff change. They did something a little bit different. Liquid, they dealt with it incredibly well, including that defense. But Space Station, I feel there's more that they can give. LJ, he has been fantastic, but he has not been table-topping that we've seen from him through this event so far. He's going to need to make sure that he rallies alongside every Space Station gaming fan in the world, of which millions exist. When we're in North America, they are the most supported team. Here in Europe, things are a little bit different. Team Liquid, they are the, quote, home side.
Yeah, Space Station Gaming, a team greatly changed as well. You think back to the start of RLCS, they were the dominant team in North America. They had to tweak that script. The one constant is the man in the middle currently fist-bumping his coach. It's Arsenal. He is just this leader in the center that means so much to Space Station Gaming as an org. And so many players watching as well. The timeout is coming to a close. Game 4 on Utopia is just about cooking. And this series, I mean, the dream is always for it not to be 0-3 to either team. That's exactly what we have right now.
We've seen battle emerge here in the Coliseum. Will it be such again? Will Space Station draw us level in the series? Or are Liquid about to find themselves on series point and on the verge of the semi-finals?
Oski goes to the ceiling, Oski chasing it down as well. Another demo comes in. Atto can't quite get around it. He goes up against Arsenal, at least turns it into a pass. Now he's chasing down LJ, the man is a menace.
The midfield sees Acronic take control, but Hox is going to wrestle it away from him. Now Atto versus Arsenal. Atto's going to be winning that race. LJ comes in and Atto sends him right back to the graveyard. 33 boost in his own half. Acronic on the full court carry!
It was Acronic with the carry, but just watch Atto on the floor. Look at him clear this path, never to even think about the ball. Arsenal, come here. LJ, you're in trouble too. Acronic, though, still have plenty of work to do for himself.
Liquid, yet another early lead. We've seen what they can do. We've seen how they can hold on. Their defense has been stellar so far. It has shut down the ambition that Space Station have been putting forward. LJ to that backboard. Instead of Glory, he only finds Atto.
LJ, the man that Space Station will be turning towards. Can he just harness those stats that he's built up throughout the rest of this event? Acronic tries to make it not the case. Atto still going for bumps and demos. Not able to get any on this occasion, so Space Station clear. Atto was all the way back this time. Arsenal charged down again by Atto. And then Oski takes out Hoska too. Nowhere Space Station can turn, but they have the pass, but Oska misses it! And LJ can only get it high. Unbelievable, the opportunity was there, just couldn't quite connect. Hox has to dust himself down, try again. He tees up LJ, Arsenal is up for it. Atto clears it long.
90 seconds elapsed and a decent chunk of Space Station Gaming offense still leads to 0 goals for them. Acronic with 150, gets barreled through by LJ. That man is on a mission, goes central with this one, passed it wonderfully. Hox skies it.
It's getting closer though for Space Station Gaming. The equalizer is there, they just have to reach out and grab it and make sure they don't overcommit. They've done it before. You think back to game 2 when Space Station had all the play. Team Liquid just waited, showed something new in their arsenal, patience. Hoxter shows his own, he gets the flip piece there. Acronic and Atto both up, LJ comes in.
I mean, that's how strong the Liquid defense has been. They're just trying to send as many players through their plays. We said before, not all the time it's going to be harsh to have that double commit, it may not always be an issue. That time it wasn't, but you do not want to make a habit of it, especially with the attacking prowess of Space Station Gaming.
LJ currently skipping above a few Team Liquid players. He tries to get a bump as well, but somehow Atto stayed so tall. Chronic over one, and passing through as well. Atto's almost in there against LJ, but instead LJ takes it away up against Oski. Hoxer in the corner.
Tell you what, that sidewall is right now home for Team Liquid. They're defending strongly. Atto fakes out going for that shot early. LJ dives in, makes sure that there is no chance for Atto to be getting anything from it. Arsenal to that backboard. Chronic now with a little bit of ambition. Has no boost, however, so can't get it past the halfway line.
Currently we're seeing Team Liquid in their more regional form, where Chronic is the player that slows things down. Atto and Oski just being as quick and buzzing around as they can possibly be. Space Station Gaming maybe need to tweak their play style just a tad. It's starting to get a bit boxed into their own half. Arsenal is currently trying to change that, but Atto comes away with it.
Atto now goes high with a reset, gets it over LJ! It sneaks his way halfway across the line, but it's not enough!
Atto's going to turn, but it doesn't matter because Hoxer booms it long. Arsenal, does he go for this race? Not on this occasion. He waits for it to fall to LJ, saved by Atto.
Rocket striking either side at this point. Space Station Gaming now with the attack. Arsenal finding the backboard, but instead, again, another defender. Oxy goes high, tries to attempt that reset, but instead it's going to be cut out by a Space Station defender. Atto with a long shot, tries to make it awkward. Arsenal does find himself awkward.
Atto turns around, takes himself to the ceiling, has the pass in the center to Oski, and takes out Arsenal for good measure, but unfortunately for him, he connected with the ball unwittingly. Chronic somehow keeps the attack going, piecing these plays together for Team Liquid.
I tell you what though, these touches from Liquid have been absolutely balmy. I don't know what half of them are, neither does Space Station, and to be honest, I don't think Liquid know either. They're getting touches, they're making it awkward, but my word is it hard to read. That's a fake! That is beautiful choreography from Space Station, but no goal on that attempt. The final minute in Game 4, Liquid lead.
Atto's bumped out the way, but he's teed up Oski. It's saved in the air by Space Station Gaming. Arsenal can only go as long as he can. Chronic and Atto are there. Every Liquid touches the pass. Everyone has spice on it. LJ gets in the way, tries to suppress it. Up against the Chronic now, LJ's there. Space Station Gaming so far forward. They're running out of time, but they're giving this one a go.
Now Arsenal passing central, finds LJ, but Chronic in the way yet again. Nobody back until Hoxer finds his way. Atto goes high, fakes it out, one reset, over two. Arsenal with very limited contact. The final 20 seconds ticks down. Arsenal tries to go for one, not quite the dunk.
Here we go though, Space Station Gaming have one more attack in them maybe, but they have to get the ball straight away. LJ, can he get it past Oski? No, Oski too tall. Oski gets the bump, takes away any momentum for Space Station. Arsenal down the side, it's Hoxer's turn. Arsenal tries to fake it, but Team Liquid's defending from the front is just too much. Chronic could kill it, but not quite.
Oski now, chance on target, stolen by Atto. What a fitting finish. Atto in the center, he is laughing. How many times have we seen him steal goals away from Oski? I think that's his third so far. Liquid, the 3-1 lead in the series. And Cole, I've got some pretty bad news for Space Station Gaming fans out here. Every series they have played so far has been a 4-1 or a 1-4. They went 4-1 versus FaZe. They lost 4-1 to Vitality. And then they beat Rule 1 4-1. They are currently down 3-1. If history is going to keep repeating itself, Liquid win this next one.
They'll be trying to make sure that's not the case. Sad Junior ups the discussions, but he'll know that Team Liquid are really hotting up right now. They've seemed at their best since the start of this event, and the team dynamics are there as well. Atto is just such a constant thorn in their side. The man cannot be swept away. The saves have been high quality, but in the end, Team Liquid live out. As soon as Atto scored that as well, after horrifically stealing his teammate's shot.
Oh, he
points at himself with both thumbs as well. So yeah, all me, baby, all me.
I love those kind of vibes though on a team where it's like, yes, I did just steal your goal in the World Championships, in the quarterfinals against one of North America's best teams at the moment.
Ah, congratulations.
Oh, congratulations, Rocket League couple. We love that. Woo! Cool, Cole.
Where's the decibel meter for this, for love?
I don't know if it's just me, but I personally love. Does that make me crazy?
Yeah, that's totally cringe, bro.
Weird, right?
But do you love series like this one? Team Liquid on top. Space Station Gaming needing 3 in a row to take down one of Europe's best.
The offense starting early for Liquid, the bumps and the shots. Arsenal up high with not enough boost to really reach that ball, just falls back down towards Atto. LJ, he's going to attempt a naughty little flick up high, does bump for Chronic, but the double-headed defense from Liquid stays firm.
Arsenal might have a pass in the center. No, he doesn't. It's been removed so rudely again.
And we've seen Arsenal go for those passes over and over again. So few of them have actually had anybody to get on the end of them, then it's allowed chances for Liquid to come through. Acronic! The opening goal! Liquid light up!
Team Liquid believing they can break their top 8 hoodoo. So near now, pushing through to the end, and it's Acronic on the score sheet.
Another early Liquid lead. Deadeye Canyon is going to be seeing Space Station attempt to come back from that one. Oski sends it long, and that Space Station defense. Hoska has time, he has ideas. LJ can punt it towards the ground, but will only again find the backboard with Liquid. We've not seen many solo chances for Space Station here so far. Lots of passing, lots of ideas to involve their teammates, but just not actually being fruitful.
Yeah, but they're starting to get in each other's way now. Team Liquid are making that happen. Arsenal might change it here over Acronic, who just about gets the nudge on it. It's enough to send it high. It's LJ's turn, though.
Hello.
Can he break through? He
Hello.
goes with them. Oh! And Hoxter finishes!
LJ, what a beautiful play. Intercepts, cuts it round, goes the ball, kills the man. Hoxter to dunk on Oski as well. The great leveler from SSG.
Any threat of this being a Team Liquid victory lap is stolen away right then.
There's a minute and an equalizer for SSG. Oski is up high, LJ for the second, but a bump comes in. That's instrumental to Liquid. Atto with not really enough boost here with 30, he gets one reset, can push it further, doesn't find Oski on that attempt, and now Atto still with 0, has to lead in favor of Acronic, but good defense from LJ, and again, more good 50s.
Team Liquid not falling into the trap of rushing at things to try and finish this one early. Still showing patience when they can. Atto's there. He wants to get the dunk, but not quite.
And we have seen Liquid do that previously in regionals early on in their events. We have seen them rush.
Arsenal, he shoots, it's saved by Acronic, and he chases it down as well. The angle's perfect, it's a little bit too high. Oski's coming in, Oski picks his
save,
but Hoxter saves.
Hoxter getting that bottom corner. Acronic removes Arsenal. That's on target. Atto though has it saved away by Hoxter. Oski, no reset, instead the double tap into the corner. Round LJ, Arsenal has to make yet again another brilliant touch. His defense so far in this game has kept Space Station in it.
Atto is up for a team who have been ever present in the top 8 since forming. Last year, they would have been at Worlds. They turned 15 too late. They weren't able to compete in the first 2 splits. This time they've had a full year together. And my goodness, have they looked quality stumpy. But Arsenal gets it past them until Oski can get a clean touch.
Arsenal got it past, it was bumped away from that ball. Oski faking out LJ. Good touch in though. This is now Space Station with pressure to the corner. Atto can take it a little bit more carefully. Bumps Arsenal from that back wall. LJ onto that second touch. Arsenal, this is continued pressure. It's Hoxter again!
He does the easy things so well. He waits for his moment after LJ had turned the key, and then Arsenal helps him along. LJ with fantastic work, but it's his 2 teammates that get the plaudits.
Hoxter positionally in this 5th game has been the man to make sure that he can poach anything. He's always present. Oski onto the ceiling with again not enough boost. So many ideas, but not the boost to make sure they can come through until Acronic receives a beautiful pass from Oski, who I thought didn't have enough, but ambition carries him through.
An explosion of emotion as well between players and coach. All 4 of them starting to believe this will be their game to take them to the semi-finals.
We're over halfway in game 5. Vital equaliser for Liquid. Acronic cuts it central, not quite round the side of Arsenal, unfortunately for him. Hoxter now. That left wall is going to lead into a double tap, into the corner, but only 2 boosts. Can he pass it instead? Fakes out, gets that 50. Those 50s for PlayStation Gaming. They've been the difference maker. A double tap from Oski. Acronic, he tips it on, but who else but LJ to save?
Atto will keep things going though. I thought he'd go for the flick reset off the backboard instead. It was just a touch there, trying to pull Space Station out of position yet again. Oski up against Arsenal, Acronic's there. Team Liquid winning everything, the ball belongs to them. Atto wants to pass in the centre, but LJ's in the middle.
The lovely pass to onto the ceiling, a bump from Hoxter. Leaves LJ open, but Atto can tip it over the bar. 90 seconds remaining, drawn level yet again. No overtimes in this series.
Space Station though, looking more like their game 2 selves. Having the run of the ball at the moment until Team Liquid come forward with solo place. Oski to the ceiling. Oski gets the reset. Oski almost gets it past Hoxter. Acronic shot is saved.
Double save Space Station Gaming. Final minute approaching. Atto to the ceiling. 1 reset, backflips, gets there on target. Hoxter, he's there for the demo, but nobody can continue shooting.
Hoxer the Boxer took out another Team Liquid player just when he was about to strike. Now Acronic waits on the goal line. Oski sends it forward. Hoxer is there again. Acronic's turn. There's no one there for Team Liquid though.
I mean, we saw that there was Atto waiting, but just couldn't be found by Acronic. No vision from him. Arsenal going central with this. Atto's going to want to challenge and does so. Clears it very long. Oski is up. That's one. That's two.
Oh.
It is not quite in. Acronic fakes it out. Actually tips it towards his own net. Atto needs to take a vital touch. He's goal mine. Word clears it away.
Oh my god, the nerves! How do you stand tall there? It's terrifying. But Team Liquid aren't scared. They'll keep going. Hoxer out wide. Atto is there. He's so desperate for the ball. He has the boost to play with as well. Ask the question of Arsenal, but so far he has the answer with overtime looming.
Past central, the only man to receive it, however, is going to be Hoxer. And this pressure for Space Station Gaming. Oski, Atto, challenging. Demo, it's open. It's LJ!
Demo us all you like, say Space Station Gaming will respond with a powerhouse. And LJ is never going to miss that one.
The team play from Space Station Gaming is remarkable at the death. Do we now see a kickoff strap for Liquid? This is going to be a straight one. Acronic tries to get it to the wall. Nothing for them, and Space Station Gaming, they break their trend of 4-1 series and they make it 3-2.
A real emotional roller coaster for Team Liquid, that one as well. You could tell there are a couple of occasions when they took the lead. They thought that this would be their game. They were leaning back, almost pre-celebrating. The Space Station Gaming dragged them right back down to the mire. A fiery team, one you can never relax around. And if you dare to do it, they'll punish you. 3-2 now in the series. Neo Tokyo beckons, and the coaches have their time to talk to their players.
Wondering if there's going to be that Team Liquid timeout. Does not look like we're going to be receiving it, I don't think.
Wow.
High performance replay courtesy of Mobile One. Cheers, boys. The Space Station Gaming. What a play towards the end. Those demos have been instrumental for them so far this entire tournament. That was how we see them really win games. That is the exact example of when they're so important.
You got to love as well seeing a team getting a taste of their own medicine, because Atto is going to be haunting the nightmares of Space Station Gaming tonight. The fact that SSG's got a key goal using the same tactic is going to be massive for their mental.
Yeah, Space Station Gaming, what a good, not even a turnaround, but what a way to win that game too. A demoralizing goal for Liquid after they stole one of the games previously. And still no overtimes, but Neo Tokyo, game number 6, 3-2 Liquid.
They're going to have to go again. Team Liquid have made top 4 in RLCS land before, but that would feel so long ago now as LJ and Oski, the two of them, get the ball to the back wall. Acronic, he's up there against LJ. Oski sniffing out for Hoxer, but can't quite nab him.
Wanting to get that demo or even a bump was going to be huge for them. Arsenal whips it round Oski, but Oski makes it one touch. Acronic now towards that right-hand wall. One reset, just to the backboard. Hoxer waits and lurks. Final 30 is gone. Decent back and forth between the two.
LJ gets it past Atto. Arsenal's up as well against Oski. And Team Liquid just desperate to slap that ball to one another. As Acronic goes high, Oski's clearing the way for him. Acronic takes his touch. Hoxer had recovered, and Hoxer could send it high.
Back and forth offense for both sides on Neo Tokyo. The midfield seeing a lot of battle. LJ up for one. Beats up Atto. It is smooth and silky, and it's a Space Station lead.
An absolute beaut there for LJ. He takes the catch, doesn't care that a Team Liquid player is about to smack into the cameraman. He just cares about the goal.
I love seeing him just work around the side of Acronic too. Acronic thinks, you're going corner with this. He goes, no. The goal is all I have in mind. Oski now up for that side will redirect. Isn't going to be able to secure anything from it. Now Hoxer pushing. Acronic, one corner read, one corner above. It's open. It's Atto. It's a save from Arsenal.
Space Station Gaming may well know that Team Liquid have faced North American teams 8 times, and each one, whether best of 5 or 7, has gone to a decider. So maybe for the first time this series, they will see themselves as favourites. A goal up and on Neo Tokyo. Arsenal almost prods it past Atto, but Atto gets it out wide.
The fact that they are unable to not have games 5 or 7 versus NA, going
Classic
3 and
Liquid.
5, yeah. Going 3 and 5 in total as well. What a punt! Acronic, out of nowhere, gets his nose to it and makes it 1-1.
The Sues ring around, and Acronic made it look simple. The pre-flip into the net, and Team Liquid get their equaliser.
Guiltily, I keep looking back at the Vitality lock because they're the ones doing the Sues, and I just do a little And I see some people there going, back. Delightful.
That's nice. Atto, he takes his touch. LJ, you do not want to get the ball to him, though. Trying to link the play past Oski. Oski just chucking himself at everything using that massive frame. Hoxter has LJ now in the center. And once again, LJ is the recipient of a simple pass.
Linking up opposite sides this time. Previously, we've seen Hoxter being that poaching man. But he, this time, makes sure that he passes, finds LJ a space station lead.
And Hoxter, his career is deemed to be down and out. Once was rumored heavily to be joining Cloud9. After that, his career just slowed down, but he's built himself back. The signing for Space Station Gaming. How good is he looking? How good is Arsenal looking too? It's saved. 2-1 Space Station.
Hoxter with some midfield control, then lands a lovely touch from him. Atto takes towards the corner, picks up 100 boost. Challenges versus Arsenal, landing very neutrally, putting in favour of Space Station just about. LJ dribbling away from Acronic, who shies away. Instead, lets Oski in for that one. Oski now chasing a couple on that back line.
Arsenal can't get it over the top of Atto. Instead, Atto's touch is not what he wanted. He does manage to turn it into something good. Takes a couple of hits. Up against LJ now. Oski's there in the corner, but he's taken out. Arsenal destroys him. Acronic has to pass that wide, but that's exactly what Hoxter wants. They're falling for Space Station Gaming's trap at the moment. Atto, Acronic paving the way. Arsenal up against Atto, and Arsenal is solid enough.
Lots of boost used there for Oski. The pass comes in. It's a complete defensive whiff.
Just relief there from Atto with his fist bump. They'll know they've got a little bit lucky, but they won't care if Space Station Gaming make the mistake. Team Liquid will take that every day of the week.
I think Hoxter going to jump there as he gets on that corner ramp at the bottom where the ground meets the wall. It gets swallowed. Team Liquid, they managed to get their second goal. It's now drawn level again, but the offense from kickoff starting for SSG.
Yeah, although Atto will change that now. Here he comes. He's racing up against Arsenal. Arsenal out wide, not just for the touch, but the perfect pass towards Hoxter.
Hoxter now ceiling bound, gets one breach there, goes high with it, then goes low. Beats 2 of 3 of Liquid. But that triple-headed Hydra is going to be continuing to push. Atto now, with a seemingly open net, sends all 3 SSG defenders. SSG, they look a little bit confused. Above, nearly a goal!
Chronic! Team Liquid can score every type of goal. The most beautiful mechanical play, and a good old-fashioned bump. Get out of there, Hoxter. We don't care about your history. We care about right now in Neo Tokyo.
The corner bounce does Liquid a favour. Minute 45, Space Station Gaming. You've been one of the top teams in North America since this change. What do you have?
LJ takes the touch, but Acronic's already there. He gets it to Atto, who puts it wide. A real chance to double the lead. Now the counter, LJ can't quite get it on target. Hoxter, Oski gets the touch. Atto is over. Atto is going to score. The Belgian bulldozer strikes again.
2 goals separating now. Team Liquid from that semi-finals in Space Station Gaming, coming back down to earth. Final 90, these kickoffs are gonna be vital.
Always there in the top 8, Team Liquid. Sometimes going further. This is looking like it's gonna be one of those days. Acronic into the center. Hoxter takes a touch. SSG do have time. They have to get on with it though. Maybe this is it. Hoxter's there, they're getting in each other's way.
There's the third gonna be the one. No, LJ has to go away from that ball. 1 minute 10 now ticking down. Atto sends it high, wants to waste as much boost of SSG that they have. LJ, backboard, finds that ceiling, but Oscar is going to be there to clear it away.
Arsenal takes the touch, Arsenal keeps it going up against Oski. Hoxter is there. What can he get going? It's nothing because he's got no boost. Atto passes to Acronic, but still they can't escape.
Seeing so many passes come in, Liquid, they just want to maintain control of this ball. Time wasting will be vital. That corner bounce now, Oski can shoot, it's going to be low. LJ is there, now Oski being a complete nuisance. Atto removes Hoxter, LJ dribbles with Arsenal.
Here's Arsenal, he wants to take the shot, but he's got nothing in the tank. How has this happened? I'll have to figure it out later. For now, just keep going. Oski, he's going to get a clean touch as far as Hoxter, but he's missed it, Stumpy.
25 seconds and Acronic being a nightmare. Atto removes Arsenal. It's open, there's a little bit of trickery from Acronic. Time is ticking down.
Atto is just trying to steal these seconds away, and he'll finish it almost. Arsenal saves. Acronic's turn now. Arsenal sends it high. 7 seconds left. This may well be it.
Neo Tokyo illuminated by Team Liquid. The semi-finals for one of Europe's best.
The name on the back of his shirt may be misspelled, but the up puts in in an incredible performance, as do his teammates. They were fought every step of the way by a heroic Space Station Gaming. But in the end, in front of the home crowd, Team Liquid just had that little bit more.
Team Liquid, we've said it before so many times, and we're a little bit harsh on them. They've got a throw in them. They've got these early doors, and they will think sometimes, oh, you know, maybe we shouldn't have lost that. Whoever wins this, neither team was thinking, I shouldn't have lost that. It's still that worthy loss. But my word, Team Liquid, they start strong on championship Sundays like these, and the rest of the competition is going to need to be worried.
Incredible to think that this time last year, these players were barely able to even compete at majors. They had to wait until spring.
Well, they couldn't come to Worlds even.
Too late, just too late joining the season. But this time, they've never been in danger. It's always been clear that Team Liquid would be here to make their mark, and so it's proven to be, and they are enjoying their time in the sun.
Space Station Gaming, though, what a tournament they have had. I have adored watching them. The receptions online to SSG, to LJ's first World, has been something that I'm very, very proud of the Rocket League community for. He has played lights out Rocket League. Hoxer, his return from Season 8 all the way back in the day, has absolutely made him, his family, and his entire team proud. And Arsenal, one of the most inspirational Rocket League players out there. He is somebody that you see fans get behind ever so easily. Thad Jr., the coach, rocking up, looking smart, deserving applause as they walk off the stage. Ladies and gentlemen, Space Station Gaming came here, they gave us a show, and we've got to thank them for it.
Of course. But now in the center stage, it's Subi with the Belgian bulldozer himself. It's Atto.
Team Liquid get the job done against Space Station Gaming and Atto. I don't know if you heard them up there, but they're calling you the Belgian bulldozer. How's that moniker feeling for you? Is that the new nickname you'd like to go by?
I mean, I think I'm the Belgium GOAT, so love you guys.
That was a very hard-fought victory, and it just felt like Space Station refused to go away. Were there any moments where you guys were starting to doubt yourselves on the pitch that you weren't going to be able to battle them?
I mean, they have like a really weird play style, like they just go bump and stuff, so we had to play fast in defense, and I think we did well, honestly.
Now, have you guys taken the opportunity to realize what this weekend's all about, and the opportunity to reflect on the monstrous run that you're on? You've made it to the semifinals. What does that mean to you?
I mean, I'm fighting to be world champion, like it's a dream. So I want to go final at least. I want to play BDS, I want to win everything, honestly.
Now you guys, Team Liquid, missed the opportunity to play at Worlds last year, and you're basically sitting for a year for this opportunity. What were those thoughts like to make sure that you could capitalize on these moments?
I mean, last year I don't think we were ready for Worlds. So honestly, like this season is really well, like we did actually really well this season. Like 2 times regional champion, 2 times finalist. I mean, major was a bit scuffed, but I think we're ready.
Now I've got one final question for you. In your mind, what is the definition of an RLCS champion?
Wait, sorry?
What is the definition of an RLCS champion?
I mean, fight, honestly. Be all champion.
You gotta fight on and off the field, and Team Liquid continue to do so.
Team Liquid have punched their ticket to the top 4. They are 1 match away from the grand finals. Space Station Gaming gave it the best fight they could.